Hello everyone, it's Amy Taylor with Just a Little Ink. I'm back today to share another quick and simple card. A great way to use up some of your designer series paper. So here I have the card that I'm going to share. Just a really quick birthday card. And so what you need to complete this card, you need a half sheet of cardstock. Here I've used just a sheet of Whisper White Thick at 5.5 by 8.5 inches, scored in the middle point at 4.25 inches. You'll also need a coordinating piece of cardstock. Here I used Bermuda Bay, cut at 5.25 inches by 4 inches. You'll want some designer series paper. You'll get a lot of cards out of one sheet. You'll need 3 coordinating pieces, cut each at 1.25 inches by 3.8 inches. And finally, a couple little pieces of coordinating cardstock. Turn my paper around so you can read it. You'll want those cut one at 3/4 inches by 2 5/8 and one at 5/8 inch by 2 5/8 inch. And then finally, just a scrap piece of neutral cardstock that we'll stamp on. So I'm going to set these things aside. The greeting I'm using for the front comes from So Sentimental. It's out of the Occasions catalog. And Itty Bitty Birthdays for the inside, and that's out of the big catalog. So let's begin. So what we'll need first, you want to fold this piece in half along your score line. Kind of set it aside for the moment. We'll take our coordinating piece of cardstock and on it we will attach our 3 pieces of designer series paper. And you can decide kind of how you would like to attach them. I'm going to use some of the snail adhesive. Snail, by the way, is going to be going away. It is on our retired list, and so if you are using snail, you may want to stock up now. I'm excited for our new adhesive that's going to be in the new catalog. I think it's going to be a much better solution. So you'll put one. I always start on the left side and kind of position it. Then I'm going to attach. I always then do on the opposite side. I just find it's easier to line up if I do it this way. And then finally, I'll stick the piece that I want in the middle. This layout was a card layout shared by Mojo Stamping. So I will post that link. So when I'm kind of in a block for ideas, I often will go to card layouts to get an idea. So do that, and then I can go ahead and attach this to the front of my card. Put a little bit of adhesive. I find I need more when I'm using snail. So attach it on the front, just center it. Like so. Then I want to attach my 2 little strips here. Both of them I want to banner the edges, and I find if I'll come in about midway, 1/4 inch or so, and then come from each corner and snip up to that piece, it makes a nice banner without a lot of extra tools. You can use our triple banner punch and get a similar look too, and I like that and I often use it. But this is quick and simple. All you need is a pair of scissors. And when we're making a simple card, you want to keep it simple. So I'm going to just push those pieces out of the way. And all I did then was I took this piece, put some adhesive on the back, line it up, and then kind of came down about halfway on it, not quite maybe. And then went ahead on the back side again and just took some more adhesive. I'm going to line it up along the lower edge attach like so. Well, then I need my greeting for the front. So I've got my stamp. I'm going to use some Tuxedo Black Memento ink. I'm going to stamp this kind of in the center. I like how quick, it doesn't matter if I'm crooked because I'm going to punch it out anyway. And I like this stamp because it allows me to color in just a little bit on the words for confetti and gives just a little more pop of color. And I went every other one. This is Bermuda Bay. Move here. And here. This marker's a little dry on the end. Go. And then I'm going to use some Grapefruit Grove. Grapefruit Grove is one of the in colors that'll be leaving our catalog here soon. So if it's a color you love, you're going to want to stock up. My pooch is complaining about wanting to go up, so I'm going to have to speed up a little bit. So then I used the story label punch to punch this out. So I just line it up. Punches are great for quick cards. I'm just going to set that aside. And then on the back, I just put a couple dimensionals to lift it up. It makes it fast. So throw this on the side. So then just line up my greeting. It's a quick here. And then finally, I'm going to use some of the Happiness Blooms enamel dots. I've used a lot of them. These are going to also be leaving, but they've got some cute little Grapefruit Grove little dots that I can use. I'm going to stick one here. With 3 different sizes that I can use. I'm using my pickup tool. I'm going to stick one over here. Just give a little bit of dimension, and I like that. Now stick one over here. And then finally, I want to open it up. I'm going to use my Stamparatus. I find when I'm trying to get an image on the inside, the Stamparatus just does a much better job. And so I'm going to line up here, put my magnet on, ink up. I'm not sure you can see. I think I might be out of the screen here. I'm going to ink up. I'll scoot up and I'm going to bring it down. Just like so. And that's our card. I'm going to show you just a couple other cards that I had made. Same layout, different stamp set. Definitely for a girl. And then my stamp club's going to make this one this month. This one is just a thinking of you, definitely much more of a man's card. So thanks so much. I hope that you will join me again. And if you like my video, if you would like my YouTube channel. Thanks so much.